Uncle Xavier, thank you for asking and allowing me to present to you on business models and due diligence to help you in your new business venture. Firstly, I'll go through your personal experience, the business models and the due diligence associated with them, and then finally the recommendations. Your profile. You're 67 years old, recently retired from your position as a financial controller. This position allowed you to gain over 5 years experience within the fast food sector. Your primary reasoning for starting this new business venture is your emotions and your lifestyle preferences. Your financial capabilities place you in a good position with $900,000 net worth and a pre-contract budget of $320,000. The competitors and your market around you. You currently live on the Gold Coast in the suburb of Robina with a population of 23,000. You have a median age of 39,000 as well. You have 4 competitors around you, 2 direct franchises and 2 small business owners. On the basis of owning your own business is to ensure that you're going to be benefiting from that business, and for this due diligence is required. Due diligence is understanding the legal, financial, commercial, relational and operational risks associated with the business prior to your purchase of it. For due diligence to be effective, a scope is to be established. Scope is the key to an effective investigation, however, is considered the most difficult element of due diligence as it is hard to determine. You have 3 options for your new business. Your first one is starting up a new business. This is primarily if no businesses are available. There are advantages that include control over the business and the flexibility. However, some disadvantages include rising capital as well as lack of established customer database. The due diligence you'll need to conduct for your startup business is a broad scope analysis with self-conducted research. Your research will include market research, online research, observation of competitors, and speaking to competitor consumers to see where you could fit in or how you could improve, as well as research of your legal requirements. Next is purchasing a pre-existing business. This is a great option as it allows you to already have all your tools to start trading immediately. Some advantages include having an already established customer base and easier to access finance. Some disadvantages include the cost of purchase, as it could be high if it is a thriving business, as well as the potential change in staffing or equipment that might cost additional cash flow. The due diligence to conduct for this business model is very similar to a startup, as you'll need to conduct a wide scope analysis. You'll need to observe the business as well as speak to the business owner, staff and customers. Some questions you could potentially ask is, why is the owner selling? What are the financial analysis of the business like? You might want to contact an accountant for this particular one. What is the business history and what current liabilities is held by the business that I'll be taking on? Next is a franchise system. Some people consider franchise as the easiest way of entering into business, however this is not the case. Some advantages to franchises include the spare task of developing an operating system. You'll have less learning mistakes and you might have continuous training from the franchisor. However, some disadvantages include a high price purchase point, sharing profits with financier, as well as limited control over innovation, ideas or change to the product or store. With purchasing a franchise comes legal frameworks and legislations that are requirements under Australian law. Generally applicable laws for franchising systems are the common law, industrial law, and many more. While other governing statutes include Competition and Consumer Act, Australian Securities and Investment Commissions Act, and the Corporations Act. Finally, while purchasing into a franchise system, you are required to sign and commit to many documents including the confidentiality agreement, pre-franchise agreement, leasehold agreement, and many others. However, there are also some risk management precautions that you might need to undertake. These include litigations from franchises, suppliers, employees, customers, and potential prosecution from ASIC, the ACCC, and other regulators. Now, coming back to due diligence, there are several constructs that could hinder you from this investigation. These include technical, informational, financial, temporal, and legal constraints. Now finally, Uncle Xavier, my recommendations to you. Based off all this information, the easiest and most effective way for you to enter into the business sector is through purchasing a pre-existing gourmet pizza fast food restaurant. Through purchasing a pre-existing business, you'll already have a consumer base and therefore have instant access to trading and producing cash flow. In addition, a variety of informative documents will be available for your due diligence investigation. This model will allow you to have your desired work-life balance, as purchasing a pre-existing business allows you to have direct access to equipment and experienced staff, reducing the stress on you.